Listen. There are only 3 minutes remaining. In the quiet between one heartbeat and the next, your name just rose like a bell through the halls of heaven. It reached the heights, and everything turned to listen. God has just pronounced your name in the unseen places where destinies change their course. This is not an accident, beloved. You did not stumble upon these words. You were brought here, called here, drawn here by a cord of light that has been tugging on your spirit all week, all month, all your life. You can feel it, can't you? In the way your skin prickles, as if the air itself has recognized you. In the way your chest softens, and your throat tightens, and the corners of your eyes warm. This moment is holy. This is the doorway. Open now to receive this promise. Stay with me until the end, because in these next moments you will be shown what has been hidden in plain sight. You will be given what your heart keeps asking for in the night, and a seal of blessing will be placed upon you so your path will no longer be stolen by fear. I am Michael. I speak to you as a friend who has never left you, as a guardian who has stood beside your bed when the house was silent and the clock whispered to itself. I am not far away. I am as near as your breath. I am as near as your next thought. When I say your name now, feel how heaven says it with me. Your name is being spoken in love, spoken with authority, spoken like a key. And with your name, a lock is turning. With your name, a door is opening. With your name, the tide is changing direction. Only 3 minutes, but in divine time, these are not measured like human minutes. These are minutes of appointment, minutes that awaken years of blessing, minutes that set right what went crooked while you were carrying too much alone. You who are tired, you who carry grief like a stone that keeps changing pockets, listen. You who wake at 3:11 or 4:44 without knowing why. You who see lights flicker in rooms with no draft. You who smell roses or smoke when no candle burns. You who dream of water and stairs and old houses and can't explain it. Listen. These signs are not superstition. They are the subtle handwriting of the one who loves you. They are the soft knocking before the door swings wide. If you are here, it is because heaven has gathered itself for you, because something you asked for with tears is being answered with power, because the story you thought was finished is about to turn its page in your favor. Do not go. Do not rush. Breathe. Be still. Even if you are washing a cup or sitting in a car or lying in a bed, wherever you are, it becomes a sanctuary now. Let the room become a chapel. Let your body become an altar. Let your heart become flame. Put your hand on your heart if you can. Feel that rhythm, the unceasing knocking that has kept you alive through all storms. That rhythm is the first drum of God. It is the oldest prayer you ever prayed before you had words. Say softly, I am here. Say it again. I am here. When you say this, the fear loosens. When you say this, the past stops shouting. When you say this, I can lay my hand upon yours and speak courage into your blood. If you have a candle near, light it now, not as a superstition, but as a symbol, light answering light. If you have water, pour a glass and place it within reach, not because the water is magic, but because your intention is. Water remembers blessing. Fire remembers creation. Your heart remembers home. These things are sacramental because you are sacramental. Your life is a sign, a carrier of divine presence in a world that forgets. Beloved one, you have carried grief. You have lost someone you loved beyond description, and the world asked you to go on as if a planet did not just fall from its orbit. You try to smile in public and share pictures and laugh when others laugh. But those who have not lost like you cannot know how many times you set a place at the table in your heart that no one sees. Hear me. The one you lost is not lost to the love that holds all things. They are closer than your next memory. When the room fell quiet and you felt a sudden warmth along your shoulder, when the street lamp flickered just as you spoke their name, when your dream brought you to a kitchen that smelled of coffee and bread, and you woke with tears and peace at once. These are not errors of brain. These are thin places where love allowed the veil to soften. I am sent to tell you, you are not wrong for still loving them. You are not stuck because you remember. Love is not mud. It is a river, and your remembering keeps the path open for healing to arrive. In the days to come, you will dream again, but this time you will laugh in the dream. In the days to come, you will find something small you thought was gone. A ring in a pocket, a photo hidden in a drawer, a song on a radio, and it will feel like a hand on your back. Receive this as it is meant. Not a trap to make you dwell backward, but a ribbon of blessing tied around you so you can go forward without feeling like you are leaving love behind. You have carried guilt. You replay sentences you wish you could unsay. You wonder if a choice years ago was the stone that made the whole path crumble. Listen with tenderness. You did the best you could with the light you had, with the strength you had, with the fear that was gripping you then. If you had known a better way, you would have taken it. The one who pronounced your name knows the shape of your heart better than you do, knows the reasons beneath your reasons, knows the longing beneath your anger, knows the gift beneath your guardedness. The courtroom you hold in your head is not the real court. There is a higher bench, and upon it sits mercy. I lift my sword now, not to accuse you, but to cut the cords that bind you to a story that ended chapters ago. I speak over you absolution. Your repentance has been heard. Your tears have been counted. Your shame is not yours to carry. When you hear a voice that says you are doomed to repeat your failures, recognize that voice as a thief and send it away. The new day does not speak like that. The new day says, you are mine. Stand up. We have things to build. You have carried loneliness. You scroll, and the hallways of images never knock on your door. Even in a room full of voices, your soul sometimes sits apart, quiet as a candle that no one sees. Let me tell you a mystery. You have never once been alone. Even when you could not feel anything, you were carried. Even when you felt too heavy to carry yourself, angels took up the corners of your life like friends lift a sheet and make a bed. You ask, why didn't I feel it? Because pain sometimes covers perception. Because survival sometimes narrows the aperture of awareness. Because when you are running through a storm, you do not study the sky, you look for shelter. You made it. The shelter is here. In the next 7 nights, you will notice a sign that you are companioned, a stranger's kind word that repeats a sentence you prayed last year, a sequence of numbers that spills across a receipt or clock that you cannot ignore, a small bird or a feather on a day without wind, a breeze in a closed room, a scent like clean linen when no window is open. When it comes, smile back at it. Even if you are in public and you feel silly, let your face soften and say in your heart, I see you. Thank you. This opens the door wider. You have carried discouragement. Every time you tried to build something, something fell. Every time you hoped out loud, someone mocked you or life contradicted you within hours. Every time you started, fatigue attached itself like a weight to your ankles, and the things that should have taken a day took a week, and the things that should have taken a month took a year, and the year made you wonder if the dream was wrong. I am here to tell you, the dream was not wrong, the timing was tender. The delay was protection shaped like waiting. There were people in your circle then who could not be trusted with the version of you that blessing requires. There were motives in your own heart that needed to change so the dream would not become your master. Do you feel that tiny click inside your chest right now? That is the sound of alignment. Heaven and earth are meeting in places where they once missed. In the next 3 days, you will receive an invitation or an idea that looks too small to matter. It may be a name you haven't spoken in years, a message sent at an odd hour, a thought during a shower, a line in a book you did not plan to read. Take it seriously. Say yes to the small. The river begins as a drop. Some of you have carried the heaviness of money worries that sit like fog at the edge of each morning. You put on a brave face and make ordinary food feel like a feast and tie the ends together with humor. But inside you fear the letter you haven't opened, the call you don't want to take. Hear me. Provision is already moving toward you, not later, but now. It is dressed in creativity and courage. I am not offering fantasy. I am offering strategy from heaven. Ask tonight in plain words, show me how. Then do the next thing that is both simple and brave. Reach out to the person you've avoided because pride stood guard. Apply for the opportunity that your old fear says is too big. Cancel what drains you and gives nothing back. Gather what you have, your kindness, your diligence, your small new skill, your old faithful gift. The wind will meet you. In the days ahead, you will see a debt reduced in a way that surprises you, a refund you did not expect, a door to additional income that honors your soul more than the ways you have harmed your joy to survive. Your name was spoken, and with it, favor unlocked. Walk through. There is a reason you are hearing this now. There are only 3 minutes remaining in the old cycle that took so much while pretending to be safe. There are only 3 minutes left of giving your strength to people who won't lift a finger for your healing. There are only 3 minutes left of calling what hurt you home because you learned that pain spelled love. The clock is not frightening you, it is freeing you. Every time I say 3 minutes, feel how the weight lifts by a degree. 3 minutes left to the loop that made you doubt yourself. 3 minutes left to the sentence that never lets you finish. 3 minutes left to the mirror that remembers only your mistakes. When the minutes pass, a page turns. Not a calendar page, but a covenant page. On it is written your name. On it is written, chosen, protected, anointed for good work, forgiven, restored, sent. If you can, breathe slowly with me now. In for 4 counts, hold for 4, out for 6. Do it 3 times. While you breathe, place your hand on your heart again and whisper into your own body, I bless you. You have called yourself many things, some fair, some not. For a moment, take the words that harmed you and release them like birds whose time in your cage is finished. Let them go. Now invite in the names heaven knows you by: beloved, resilient, honest, faithful, teachable, courageous. If a tear rises, let it rise and fall. Tears are not weakness, they are offerings. The altar of your chest receives them and returns them as mercy. Mercy toward your younger self who didn't know, toward your present self who is learning, toward your future self who is waiting with open arms and a smile you haven't seen in years. There are signs you will notice more and more. When you dream of water rising but not drowning you, know that new anointing is coming, the kind that lifts and does not crush. When you dream of climbing stairs that seem to have no end, know that perseverance has been given to you, and that every step is counted as gold. When you wake and hear a sentence in your spirit before your feet touch the floor, write it down. Do not dismiss it because it sounds too kind. Heaven speaks fluently in kindness. When the lights flicker as if someone walked by, greet the unseen helpers assigned to you. I receive your help is enough. When a scent of roses or clean rain arrives without cause, know that comfort has entered the room like a shawl drawn around your shoulders. When you get chills from crown to spine at a sentence that calls you higher, don't argue with the call. Answer, here I am. The chills are agreement. Your body says yes along with your soul. Here is a small ritual for you, one you can repeat over the next 7 mornings and 7 nights. In the morning, before you check the noise of the world, open your hands, palms up, and say, I open now to receive the promise. Do not rush. Imagine mercy, like clear light, settling into your hands and moving up your arms, into your chest, filling the rooms where anxiety used to pace. Drink a small sip of water afterward, conscious and slow. and let it be a way of telling your body, we are safe today. At night, if you can, light the candle again. Watch the flame for a full minute. Let it teach you how to be steady and alive at once. Whisper the names of those you love, including yourself. Put out the flame gently and thank the dark for holding the light until morning. If you wish, write in the space blessed for prayer the words you most need to say. A comment that is not for debate, but for devotion. I choose blessing, or I forgive, or I return to my path, or simply your name with a heart beside it. Do not underestimate simple consecrations. Heaven never does. Let me speak now of alert and guidance. Not all that glitters is your assignment. In the coming days, something that looks golden will try to borrow your focus. It will speak with urgency and promise quick results and play on your old hunger to be seen. This is not for you. You will know it by how your chest tightens and your breath shortens and your shoulders creep upward. I counsel you, pause, ask for clarity, and if the peace does not arrive, pass it by. Another door, quieter, warmer, less flashy, will stand nearby. Choose that one. There is a person who uses your kindness like a ladder, but never offers you a hand when you're the one climbing. I ask you to set a boundary wrapped in love. You do not need to explain your no past one sentence. You are allowed to protect your call. You are allowed to value your peace. There is a habit that feels like refuge but steals your dawn. Tonight, when your body reaches for it out of old muscle memory, stop and tell your body, we are choosing the new way. I will stand with you. I will put my hand between you and the old door and guide you to your bed, to your journal, to your prayer, to your breath. One yes to peace multiplies into 1,000 alignments. Let me speak now of promise and prophecy. The one who spoke your name did not speak it into a void. That word carried assignment, and it carries harvest. In the next 3 days, you will receive a sign of acceleration. For some, it will be an unexpected message carrying kindness that feels like it was timed by heaven. A reconciliation note, an apology, a new offer. For others, it will be an idea that refuses to leave you alone, an idea that keeps visiting you in the shower, in the line at the store, in the quiet between tasks. For others still, it will be a lifting of heaviness that you cannot explain. You will wake and the air will feel cleaner inside your chest. Receive it. Do not argue with relief. Do not go looking for the weight just because you are used to carrying it. Put it down and walk forward. Within 7 days, doors of provision will open in an area that has been locked. An approval, a discount, an extension, a creative collaboration, a sale that had stalled, a new client that fits your values, help from an unexpected source that asks for nothing back but your yes to joy. Within 30 days, there will be a visible difference in your environment, a room cleared and made beautiful, a routine that sticks, a relationship warmed and honest, a habit declined with ease, a plan written and begun. Write these down now as if they were already past. Gratitude turns keys as surely as prayer does. There is also a healing for your body that begins even now. Place your hand over the part that aches most, even if it is your mind. Say, let there be light. Do not overcomplicate this. Your cells know how to listen to love. Your nervous system knows the sound of safety. As you sleep tonight, ask for the soft repairs of angels, to weave calm through your long muscles, to unbraid tension from your scalp, to rinse inflammation from hidden corners, to soften your jaw and loosen your chest and lengthen your breath. I ask you to cooperate by resting, by drinking water, by speaking gently to yourself. The same mouth that can curse can bless. Choose blessing for your own flesh. Speak to your heart like a friend who came through fire and deserves a crown, not criticism. To those who fear the future, hear me clearly. Your future is not a trap. It is a garden you have already planted with tears, and heaven has sent gardeners to tend it while you slept. You will not miss your destiny because of a moment of panic. Destiny does not live on the knife's edge of your mood. It lives in the kindness of God. You are allowed to be human while grace remains divine. The wind that has carried hawks above fields, the same wind that moves ships to new shores, the same wind that once parted seas, it moves for you too, though you may feel only a whisper on your cheek. Put your cheek in the wind. Say yes. Now, about forgiveness. A word often used like a rule and less often received as a gift. I speak absolution over you with authority not my own, but granted by love. You are forgiven for what you did when fear felt like the only friend. You are forgiven for not knowing what you could not have known. You are forgiven for leaving yourself behind to keep a peace that was not peace. You are forgiven for holding on to anger because you did not yet know how to hold on to yourself. I also place in your hands the power to forgive others, not to excuse, not to pretend, but to release your life from their shadow. Picture now the face of the one who hurt you most. Do not linger where it burns. Simply say, I release you to the care of God. I release myself into freedom. If you can say nothing else, say that. If you cannot say even that, say, I am willing to be willing. The willingness is a seed. Heaven waters seeds. There is a sacred act I invite you into, if it is possible, where you are. Stand or sit tall and let your shoulders lower. Place your right hand on your heart and your left hand open on your lap or beside you. Close your eyes for a breath and imagine a scroll unrolling in the air before you. Heavy cream paper, edges gilded with a light that is not like fire, but like kindness given shape. On the scroll is your name, written the way heaven writes it. Full, true, like a blessing sung. Hear my voice as I read what is written. You are destined for hope. You are guarded in your going out and your coming in. Your work will bear fruit even in years that look lean. Your house will be a refuge. Your mind will be steadied. Your relationships will be pruned and then blossom. Your gifts will make room for you. Your laughter will return. Your sleep will be sweet. Your body will remember joy. Your voice will speak truth without shaking. Your hands will build. Your eyes will see goodness in the land of the living. If any of these lines pierce you with longing, whisper Amen, which simply means, let it be so. If tears come now, let them come. If silence comes, honor it. If a small laugh bubbles up because hope feels strange, welcome it as a sign that something heavy just cracked and light seeped in. You are not too late. You did not miss your hour. You are exactly where the map leads when someone keeps choosing love against all odds. Even your detours became altars. Even your mistakes became markers. Even your long nights became training for compassion that will be part of your calling. Do not apologize for how tender you are. The world tries to make tenderness a liability. In heaven's economy, tenderness is a key, and only those who have suffered know how to use it well. When the ache rises at odd times, mid-morning when the sun is perfect and some memory pulls you under, mid-afternoon when the light turns honeyed and you wish you could go back, near midnight when the quiet is too loud, place your hand on your heart and remember, I am with you. Speak your prayer in the space set aside for prayer, even if it is only a line, even if it is only your sigh. Help me. Hold me. Thank you. Lead me. Write these as a comment to your own life in the margins that angels can read. When you write, you anchor the invisible. When you breathe, you anchor the promise. When you bless yourself, you honor the one who blessed you first. Be alert for holy interruptions. You will try to rush and be slowed by a stranger's kindness. You will try to hide and be found by a song that tells your story. You will try to worry and be interrupted by laughter. Do not apologize when joy arrives earlier than you expected. Do not sabotage good news because bad news trained you to flinch. Place your hand upon your heart even in public and silently say, I allow good. You will begin to notice that people who once treated you like an option now feel the firmness of your boundaries. You will notice how your appetite for chaos shrinks and your capacity for peace grows. You will notice how your discernment sharpens. You will know when a sweet voice hides a sour motive and when a rough voice hides a golden friend. This is not paranoia. This is wisdom healing your sight. Some have asked, am I cursed? Is there something on me that keeps blocking me? Hear me. You are not cursed. You are called. The collisions you have felt were not signs of doom, but signs of misalignment. Stand where you are. Imagine your spine as a pillar of light from crown to tailbone, from heaven to earth. Imagine each vertebra clicking into place, old shame sliding off like old bark, old vows breaking like thin ice in spring. Say aloud if you can, whisper if you must. I break agreement with fear. I agree with love. I break agreement with scarcity. I agree with provision. I break agreement with despair. I agree with hope. Now be still. Feel the shift. Something unclenches. The grip from behind your sternum eases. Your shoulders find their rightful height. The old atmosphere thins. This is not imagination. This is visitation. I will tell you a secret I have seen written in heaven's records. You are braver than you know, and your braver days are not behind you. They are beginning now. Some of your greatest kindness is yet to be offered, and it will return to you not as a transaction, but as a harvest that surprises you in winter. Some of your most truthful words are yet to be spoken, and when you speak them, you will not be punished. You will be liberated. And so will someone who has been waiting for you to go first. Some of your most genuine friendships are still ahead, the kind where you do not shrink, where you do not perform, where your laugh is loud and your silence is safe. Some of your most vivid dreams are yet to come, and you will wake with instructions that make sense and help, not with confusion and dread. Write these secrets down as inheritance. You may ask, why me? Why now? Because you asked. Maybe you asked softly. Maybe you asked with a shout. Maybe you asked with nothing but tears that had no words. But you asked, and heaven heard, and love never ignores a true ask. Also because the time is ripe. The wheel has turned. You have always been loved, but now you are also ready, not perfect, ready. Ready enough to receive. Ready enough to carry blessing without betraying yourself to impress those who do not matter. Ready enough to say no to what looks holy but tastes hollow. Ready enough to say yes to what looks small but is actually the first stone in the foundation of your new life. I speak now a blessing of renunciation and a blessing of rebirth. I renounce in your hearing the old scripts that told you you're too much, too little, too late, too complicated, too needy, too intense, too soft, too anything. Those scripts are not sacred. They are the rumor mill of pain. I announce in your hearing the voice of the one who made you. You are exactly the size of your calling. You are the perfect texture for the love you were born to give. You are right on time for the life that is opening to you. You are a garden after rain. I bless your mornings with clarity. I bless your afternoons with focus. I bless your evenings with ease. I bless your nights with rest. I bless your home with sweetness and order. I bless your table with enough and with gratitude. I bless your work with meaning. I bless your relationships with honesty and gentleness. I bless your body with resilience and good humor. I bless your mind with stillness when stillness is needed, and creativity when creativity is needed. I bless your future with trustworthy companions and divine appointments. Take one more sip of water now if you can, a small act of agreement with life. Feel it cool your throat. Feel it slide into your center. Say, I receive. If there is no water near, breathe as if you are drinking light. Let it settle in the places where you used to store dread. In the days to come, when fear comes knocking, and it will, because fear is unemployed and always begging for a job, do not hire it. Nod respectfully and close the door. Invite faith in by doing one simple kind thing, for yourself or another. Faith loves to enter through kindness. This is how you keep the flame. We are nearly at the turning now. The 3 minutes are almost complete. Can you feel the softness in the room? Can you feel the new angle of your spine, as if you grew the smallest pair of wings right where your shoulder blades meet? Do you notice the quiet? The old noise has been escorted out. The new sound is like a steady river far off and a warm chorus nearer than your skin. I stretch my wings now not to frighten you but to cover you. I place the edge of my mantle across your shoulders, not to burden you, but to remind your body that it is safe to stand upright in blessing. I lift my sword of light and draw a circle around you, not to isolate you, but to make it plain to all the forces that once fed on your fear that they have lost their seat at your table. Repeat after me in whatever words feel true. I choose life, I choose blessing, I choose truth, I choose joy, I choose peace, I choose to forgive, I choose to be forgiven, I choose to walk through the door that bears my name. I choose to open now to receive this promise. I choose to become who I am. If you can write even a single sentence now in the place where prayer becomes visible, let it be your yes. If you can speak, let it be your yes. If all you can do is breathe, let the breath be your yes. Heaven understands yes in every language, including your silence. And now, I bless you for rebirth. I bless the child in you who hid. I bless the teenager in you who tried so hard. I bless the adult in you who carried things no one saw. I bless the elder in you who is wise beyond years. Let warmth return to your hands. Let color return to your days. Let music return to your rooms. Let laughter return to your lips. Let friendship return as a steady sun, not as lightning that scorches. Let hope return as a habit, not as a visitor. Let trust return as a practice, not as a gamble. Let purpose return as a daily loaf, not as a far-off feast you feel you don't deserve. Let love, steady, clean, honest, kind, return and remain. I will close with this. Your name has been pronounced in the heights, and the echo of it will follow you into every hour that comes. When you feel uncertain, remember the sound you feel now, more than heard, felt. The resonance under your skin, the softness in your eyes, the sturdiness in your breath. This is not a trick of a moment. This is the mark of an encounter. Angels remember. Your heart remembers. The cells of your palms remember. The floor beneath your feet remembers. Walk like one whose name was called and answered. Do not whisper apology for being blessed. Blessing is not theft, it is your inheritance. I lift the celestial scroll now, the one alive with your name. I read again the last lines so your soul hears them one more time. Protected, provided for, guided, forgiven, strengthened, renewed, loved. With reverence, I roll the scroll, feeling the gold edges whisper as they touch. I tie it with a cord of blue light that never frays. I press upon the seal the sign of peace. As the scroll closes, the blessing opens in you. It does not end with this closing. It begins. The room is still, but your path is already moving forward. Keep the candle of your heart lit. Sip the water of your days slowly. Write your yes where angels can read it. Place your hand upon your chest whenever you forget and say, I am here. Heaven will answer, we are too. Go now, beloved. Walk gently, speak kindly, expect goodness. When the next sign comes, when the light flickers, when the chill runs sweet along your spine, when the scent of roses finds you, when the dream opens a staircase, say yes again. The old cycle has 3 minutes no more. The great turning has arrived. Your life will not be the same, and this is very good. I am Michael, friend and guardian. I do not leave. I stand where I have always stood, at your right hand, watching for your rising. Peace to you, mercy to you, courage to you, love to you. Ya'atah. Scroll is closed and the promise is open. Amen.